What's up, baby boys? Welcome back to Pains Breeze Greatness. What up, Tilly girl? Being good? You gonna be good for your pops this one around? I'd appreciate it if you make no noise. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for coming back to the pod. I know it's been a grip. No excuses, but work's just been a lot, and that's how I pay for everything. So that takes precedent over this and play video games and whatever else. So this is something I want to start doing. I keep saying I want to do it more frequently, but this is, I'm gonna do it. The goal is podcast a week. Once a month, I want to do a check-in with myself, just talking to the camera. The way I think about it is when I talk to the camera, I'm talking to myself from last year, the prior version of myself, phase 1, phase 0, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that's how I get myself comfortable in front of the cameras. I'm just talking to myself now. But I want to do this at least once a week and be very consistent. Treat it like a business. I show up to work on time, show up to the gym on time. I take it all very serious. The gym's kind of on time. Jordan may say differently sometimes. I'm 2 or 3 minutes late. He's my new training partner out here, but I try to be on time. So, and I try to treat everything like it's my job now. So I want to do the same thing with the podcast, turn into a business, turn a little bit of a passion into something more if I can. I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I know that I got to get a LLC and figure a product to give away, but I want to turn pain. I keep saying pain breeds greatness into my business. How I'm going to do it, I have ideas. I've been writing more. I stole that from Kristen. She was out here and she was reading some of her journal entries to me, and I just thought it was cool when she was reflecting. You're able to go back. So the last 10 days or so, I've been 8 days or so, I've been writing things down. My thoughts. When I'm listening to a podcast, I write it down because I usually put it on my phone notes. But the more I listen to podcasts, I hear smart guys talk about there's something that happens with your brain in your hand when you write it down. It may be bullshit. They got a lot more money than me, way more successful than me. So I'm gonna take their advice and write more things down. So I've been doing that, and honestly, I've had a clearer mind. So it's been pretty good. It's new for me because I never liked writing. School. That's why I was never there. I got the brains for days, but I just could never apply myself as far as like writing goes, as far as reading goes, and it's stuff that I know that are weaknesses that now I'm trying to fix that as an adult. I have there's strengths that I have, and those are good. Showing up to work, working hard, being disciplined. I have those, but now I'm trying to get better at the small things. I said better at writing, better at reading, better at speaking. Originally, that's why I started the podcast was to get better at speaking, because I knew that with my new job promotion, I'm freeballing it into dealers essentially. I'm signing up dealers, guys that have been in the business for 25 years. They know a fuck ton more than me, and I'm just some young bro off the street, some idiot who they fucking promoted to run an entire territory, and I'm just out there, Conversation is what gets me furthest, I'm getting better at sales, but I'm not selling. I could always close, but I'm not pushing people to sell or pushing my product on people. It's just talking, getting to know guys, and becoming their friend, and it's been pretty cool. But to wrap this together, I started the podcast to get better at speaking. So when I'm seeing these dealers, I'm able to talk, I'm able to listen, I'm able to understand. And the couple guests I had on, it's good to. They've been around for a long time, so I was able to gather that before the podcast, but just show that, listening to people and gathering information from people, it'll help you the fuck out. So that was one of the reasons why I started the podcast. And two, I just want to learn from people. I think we can pull something from everyone. In 2024, I'm not listening to the Burke dude giving business advice. But that doesn't mean I can't listen to something else. I'm not listening to the fat trainer giving advice. I got Jason. He's a fucking looks like a cartoon character. I'm not taking advice from any fat niggas. Like, it's just not happening. But if they want to talk about something else, you know, you could take something away from other people. So I could still have two different beliefs and, you know, be able to pull information from someone, because you could still learn from someone, whether, you know, they might be fat, but they might have a lot of money, or they might have a lot of money or no money and they might be in shape, or, you know, they might be really good at talking to people, but they're out of shape. Who knows? But there's something you could pull from everyone. So that's why I try to figure out in the conversation. You know, if I'm talking to someone and it's clear that they don't work out, I don't talk about working out. Like, it's just not something I'm going to do. I figure out what people like and talk about that. And honestly, it's getting me more versed in, you know, just being able to have conversations with anyone. So that's been pretty cool. But yeah, I want to turn this into something, because you know, I really listen to like Alex Hormozi and Gary Vaynerchuk, and when they talk about like putting your ideas into doing something, it's like, I was listening to Alex the other day, and he was talking about the 100. It's the rule of 100. So it's 100. It's the way he explained it was three different frames, but for me, I'm gonna go 100 minutes of content for 100 days and see where that goes. And you know, he always says that the only thing that's stopping you to get to where you want to be is yourself and not doing the work. So, you know, doing the work is the easy part for me, but I actually have to do it with this. I was on Twitter, and then I clicked it, and whether the blog was real or not, but I was reading it, and they had numbers from YouTube last year, and ad revenue. YouTube paid their, they made like $23 billion in ad revenue, and 50% of that went to their creators. So 11.5 million went to creators that was up for grabs, and people still are trying to, I don't know, build something on there. So I want to stop being an idiot and take advantage of that, because it's projected like $32 billion that YouTube's going to get in ad revenue this year, and 50% is going to go to your creators. So like 18 grand or $18 billion is up for grabs. You know, if I get, at the end of the year, somehow I can get 0.001% and get 50, 60 grand out of it. What the hell, bro? Like, it's just another opportunity. And I never wanted to do any of this for money, but just seeing the numbers behind this stuff is just like, dude, if I can start treating this like a business, and doing something that I do for myself, I think it could really be productive. Whether I make $5 or $5,000, it doesn't really matter, because my job pays for everything. But I think it'd be pretty cool to set myself up in the future and not look for another stream of income while doing something I enjoy. If I could podcast and make money and pay people to come on here, and I'm fuck make money. Fuck, if I could pay people to come on here or podcast fuck up, and either, you know, maybe if I have to fly someone out here and put them in a hotel and then pay for them to get on the podcast, I can make that from the ad revenue and spend it on them and put it back into the business. Why the fuck would I do that? Like, I can get better people around me, meet more advanced people, and learn from more advanced people, because the higher you go up, the more people charge for their time. And if you show someone in the beginning that you value their time, I think it could turn into something. And I'm talking myself into this concept, but yeah, that's why I started thinking, like, it's another way to build, because I'm learning as a territory manager. Like, when I first moved out here, I cleaned house, cut the cancer out, got that shit out, took over the worst territory in the market. We're gonna gut that bitch out. Hired 3 new people in January. We're getting the fucking ball rolling. We're selling cars. We're going. But it's teaching me how to be a leader in this sense. But with this podcast, I get to come back and talk to my younger self, whether that's a 25-year-old in me, 26, 27. I never had someone that was in the shit talking about being in the shit as people that I watch say. When I listen again to Alex, he talks about, man, what if you were watching Jeff Bezos talking about building Amazon, and you were watching him build Amazon before it was Amazon? Like, what if he had a camera on when he was watching doing that? Or any of these guys had it? Like, not saying this is going to be anything like that, but I want to see myself in 5 years from doing this shit right now. Because I wish when I was 20 years old that when I was in the gym fucking training 3 hours a day, when I was fucking working on cars for fucking 10, 15 hours a day, fucking getting it, I didn't record any of that. When people talk to me about, like, there's 2 things I don't have tolerance for. When people try to talk about fucking gym shit, man, cars. I know those shits. I know those like the fucking, I would say the back of my hand, but I know the palm of my hand more. But those things I know, so I want to talk about that, and I wish I like recorded myself doing that so I could look back and just see like I thought mentally I was miserable, but back to Alex, he talks about the Rocky cutscene. They don't see that the Rocky cutscene lasts for 2 minutes, but in real life it can last 5, 10 years, and that started, and there's nothing to show for that. And from 25 to 27, there's nothing to show from that. When I wake up in the morning and I go and get it because a motherfucker was donating blood to fucking pay his bills. I was getting $300 every fucking 2 weeks to pay my motherfucking bills. I was making $600 a month to pay my motherfucking bills, bro. And I want to show that person, whether that's, again, I think I'm talking to myself, but I think there's many people that are like that, 25, 24, 26, 27, that are in that shit. They don't know what the fuck to do, dog. Like, I hate the shit, bro. I was making, hey, Tilly girl, turn it off. No, indoor voice, babe. I was making $600 a month, bro. In December, I made fucking 10 grand. For the first time in my life, I made 10 grand legally. I can't believe that. And, you know, this job just shows me that the opportunity to make money is right there, bro. Like, I set the goal for $100,000 this year. It's going to happen. I know that I got to make $8,333 every fucking month to hit that number. And I know I'm going to fucking do it. I came $1,000 short in January. You know, I didn't have a team. I had to fucking hire people. I had to do all the work myself. Made no fucking excuse. I'm gonna double down in February. We're gonna turn the fuck up, and I'm ready for that, man. And talking to this myself, it's showing me that, you know, and thinking back to where I was, it's showing me like the future is endless. Again, I didn't want to live, bro. Now I wake up every day and I can't wait to fucking get after it. I can't wait to fucking live. No one came and saved me. Did I have people, was my family there for me? 100%. But I knew when I moved back into my mom's house, I was sleeping in this little ass cot on the fucking floor. I had to get the fuck out of there. Because I couldn't be that guy that was 30 fucking years old, 40 years old. I've seen it in my family members that they just live off their fucking family and they do nothing with their fucking potential. And I knew that then I had to get out of it. Moved to Missouri. Ate some more shit. Like, I fell, bro. I fell hard. Ate a lot of fucking shit. And then when I was at the bottom, bro, I reached out and got help. My boy called me. Nick was there. Kristen was there. Like I said, my family was always there. It's cool because Brandon always checked in on me. And he's someone that, you know, he was a client from Evo Training who, when my best friends, the people that were in my life the longest, the people who I considered brothers weren't there, you know, this guy still checked in on me daily. Danny was checking in on me all the time. If I post something on Instagram, I know those two motherfuckers will probably check in with that. Rashawn, time to time, we don't talk on a daily basis, but boy, man, does he make me laugh when I get on Instagram, man. You know, those relationships I really appreciate. And then I'm blessed that, like, I met Blake out here, I met Ridge, I met Austin, I met Lex. Like, it was cool, the friends I met out here, but, like, Tyler fucking completely changed my life. Like, I can go down month by month by month because I know how I was. When I met Tyler in March, bro, it was on, bro. I don't know why that guy fucking believed in me. I don't know why he saw potential in me. I was coming into this guy was a GSM of a fucking store, and I was a fucking inspector. Bottom of the bottom of my company. Like, he was like, dude, you want to train me? And he said the one condition was I got to show up. We got to get there at 4 o'clock in the morning. Was at the time we were going. It was like 4:30 or something. Maybe it was 5. Maybe it was 5. Yeah, because we turned into the 5:30 crew. It used to be 5. But man, I don't know why that guy saw something in me. He was like, "You want to be my trainer?" And you know, there's nothing I love more in this world than the gym. I was a certified personal trainer, and you know, my friends back home when I was helping them out. I remember when things got really bad, the one thing that stuck out to me was when they said, they were like, "Are you actually even certified?" After seeing the work, after having the certificate, after taking the test, after doing all the work, after helping them, changing their fucking bodies, the audacity to say that. I just learned that in a friendship, I would never be as bad of a friend as I was, but I would never let people be, I would never have friends as bad as those people. towards me. I don't talk about that shit. It is what it is, but man, when I needed my niggas, they weren't there. I was a lonely ass nigga, to keep it a buck. And I got myself out of that shit. And I'm blessed that I met the people I met out here. And I'm so thankful for Tyler and Blake, because when we did 75 hard, man, dude, would I have gotten through that by myself? I don't know. But I do know I did it. And I do know we stuck together every fucking day and we did that shit. I got into golf. I was walking outside. I was walking Tilly all the time. My knee pain went away. It was getting better. It was good, man. And now when I'm reflecting and I look at how those first 6 months of the year was, and then the last 6 months of the year, just being around the right kind of person, you know, like having to see, and Chris could attest to this, because I would wake up in the morning, geek to go to the gym because I'm going to see my fucking best friend every day, and I miss that shit more than anything right now, man. I hope and I know he's out there fucking killing it, man. I'm fucking proud of that fucking dude. He's gonna take over the world one day. I always told him he's gonna be the fucking mayor of Columbia when he comes back, but you know, something about that dude, you know, believe in me and just he was just good to me. Got me a car when I needed it the most. Got me a place when he knew I wanted to move out, and getting the steps of like become what I keep saying, adulting, becoming an adult, getting my shit together, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. And you know, he didn't have to do any of that, bro. Like, it was just kindness of heart, good dude. But having a friend like that showed me that I have to be. The bar's been set for being a friend. Because my prior friends, they showed me that the bar was low. We were all pieces of shit to each other. I know that I won't be that friend again, but surrounding myself around good friends like Tyler, like Blake, and Jordan, and put myself around these guys, the standard has been set, you know. I check in on my boys from time to time. Nick, he knows I give him a call. Either I call him or I call him, and we don't go 2 weeks without talking. We just tap in, bro. Tyler, you know, we talk once, you know, at least once every 2 weeks, bro. I try to tap in with my boys once or twice a week. Me and Blake are the worst with texting each other. We're both big idiots, but you know, I want to tap in with my boys. I want to keep those relationships, because I know what it meant to, like, I know how it felt to be a lonely nigga, and I know how powerful it feels to have friends that believe in you. And I want to keep that going. And the only way they keep believing in me is if I keep the promises that I put out there, and I hold myself accountable. If I keep raising myself, everyone else raises themselves around. Like the level, I was never competing with Tyler, but boy, did we push each other to be the best version of ourselves. My boy is running a store, helping run a store in fucking Texas. Missouri boy. He called me one day. He was like, "Yeah, I sold 90 cars yesterday." Bro, what? I sold 22 cars in a month, my dude. But the bar, the level we pushed each other was, you know, I would have never went for a territory manager role if he wasn't telling me, "Yo, bro, you're above the inspection shit. You should get a sales job. You're good at sales. You could talk to people." All this stuff. And he kept framing my mind. He kept framing. He was just like, "Dude, you're not in the shit anymore. You're so different." And he just kept the words. And I'm sure I did it from him when we were in the fucking gym, because that motherfucker was getting after it. When we started benching, he was doing like 225 for like 6, 7 maybe. When we left, he was doing 225 for 12, 13, 14, getting it, bro. So we were good, and I just I'd love to do that on a bigger scale in some way. I don't want to coach people. I tried that before, and I'm also just a fucking idiot, a moron. I don't think I should be coaching anyone anytime soon. I do believe I'm a good leader, but that's also because I've had great leaders in my life. Like I've only had one bad football coach, and to this day, he's enemy numero uno. Not my friends, not my prior friends, no. Dom Caniglio is still numero uno. He was the guy who told me I was never gonna be shit. I remember to this day, bro. That's okay. Some people say, "Oh, that's not okay, bro. You shouldn't know that, blah, 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 blah." Have you ever listened to Jordan's retirement speech? He thanked the coach that cut him. Not his dad, not his mom first. Remember that, man. Remember that shit. E.T. put that back in my fucking head when I was listening the other day. I was just like, it's okay to have that enemy. I'm never going to see that guy again. It's okay. I'm never going to play football again. It's okay. But I know I'm going to fucking be great. Because every fucking day I think about that motherfucker. When he said I wasn't going to do nothing, I'm not the guy. Word. I'm gonna show you I'm the guy now, motherfucker. So it'd be like that. We all gotta have enemies. I was listening to Patrick Bet-David's, or pick your enemies wisely, and like, you need to have those enemies to become great. You need to have those people. I know I will never be a shitty coach, a shitty leader because of that guy. He changed my life, whether he for the better, no matter how much I despise that guy. Other than that, great coaches, man. Alan Wilson, my dad, Coach Adams, Durham, bro, Coach Harris, Milo. Like, I had great leaders, great men. All the shit aside, just seeing how they led men. It's so easy for me to be a territory manager. The leadership part, that's fucking easy. Showing these people that I believe, that's fucking easy. I can show people that all fucking day because I had good fucking leaders. The other shit I'm trying to learn, man, I'm really bad with scheduling. I'm really bad with scheduling. I am a bull. Run through the wall and just get shit done, man. I am strategizing. It's a weakness. I'm trying to learn, but I'm also like, I tap into to the smart people around me. Like, I go and talk to people, find out what they do, and I meet people at the gym because it's crazy. I go to Flex Fitness, and these guys are fucking buff and smart. Like, the three people I met there, back to back, were all buff as shit and smart as shit. All successful in their own fields. Jordan, Tay, and Donnie, like, it was just, I don't know. I want to be around smart people, and I want to keep picking those guys' brains and just smart people around me, man. I think there's a lot I can learn out there. And I'm 28, man, but I see life like I'm a fucking, think about this wisely, because you can't say 3-year-old, you can't say 15-year-old, because it's pedophile shit. I see this as an 18-year-old. There you go. Got the energy like an 18-year-old. Like, the world's yours for the taking, bro. I'm understanding that. Like, you work hard, and you're good to people. You have some non-negotiables, you go pretty far, man. I'm starting to learn that. Now, I found a way to make 6 figures. Now I gotta make 6 figures. And while I'm doing that, I'm trying to figure out a way to turn that money into some other money, because who knows, man. One thing I know about these jobs is, and while I love this job today, man, I'm so excited about it, they can let my ass go fucking next month. Like, and hire someone else within a month. With jobs, no matter how good we are, we're all replaceable. So not saying I need an exit strategy, but I think to not take some of this money that I'm making and put it into something I like I really like talking to people. So that's why I want to have a podcast. Finding out that you can make some money on YouTube also. Podcasting sounds like a really good idea. I'm not only doing it for that, but if I take this serious for 5 years, you're telling me in 5 years I could, why not me? Other people have done it. I think that's how why not me? I want to have a really successful podcast. The goal right now is getting to the 10%, top 10%. You know what the top 10% to be is? I got to record 20 episodes. This is number 8. Have a great week, baby boys. I'll see you next week.